What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Meme here. So, you might not be able to, you'll probably be able to tell that this isn't a traditional video, but today I'm going to be trying out the new Windows terminal. Um, Last night, and technically this morning, sorry, there's something on my, uh, ever since late last night and early this morning, technically, I've spent 6 hours trying to get this working, and that includes getting like signing up into the fast ring on the Windows Insider program, trying somehow to get Visual Studio 2017, which, by the way, I got through magic. It was a hard time trying to get that, and then also just like trying to have this work and compile correctly. So honestly, I would say it was worth the work because now I know how to compile things, and I would feel like this is an optimal learning experience. But this new terminal itself is incredibly buggy. Like, the only really cool thing that there is when you hold down Control Shift and scroll, you can change the opacity of the background. I really like it at full opacity because it just looks really cool. Anyway, yeah, everything works here. Yeah, then you can open like PowerShell in a different tab, and tabs are great. I wish you could move them around. That would have been good. Yeah, so the program's very buggy, slow, and unusable, but like, but I would rather use this than just the normal command prompt. Just because of the opacity, honestly, and how I get to use tabs. There aren't any tabs on here. If you notice, I've been using Conemu as a terminal emulator, so then I could run things like tabs and stuff, but there's an actual technically native version of the terminal that has tabs and other things like that. It, in my opinion, plus it runs like other it runs Linux kernels and stuff, and that's really good for Linux development. And so, like, my final review for this is it's incredibly buggy and unusable in its current state, but it will. I am sure this will definitely pan out well, and eventually, once it gets to the official Windows release in 1 or 2 years, it will be one of the most optimal terminal programs that Microsoft has ever had. No, the most optimal program that Windows has ever had, because you can see the inspiration here. Like, we're close to being good when it comes to this, but it's just not quite there yet. And you can't drag around the window here. You can only drag it in this tiny square between this drop down and the minimize window. So yeah, it's buggy for sure. I wouldn't recommend it until it's into a newer release. But currently, it works really well. So, all right, see ya, dude. Oh, also, one more thing. Whenever you open settings, it doesn't actually open a settings thing. Like, I expect a config window because this is, like a developer build, but it it opens in Visual Studio 2015. It's not opening for some reason. Here we go. It opens Visual Studio 2015, and that takes a billion years to load. I prefer Codium, but I'm trying to figure out that because when I go into my default apps, it shows Notepad for config files, but I don't know. Maybe this isn't a config file that I'm editing whenever I edit the settings in this program, something like that. So, incredibly buggy. Would wait for the full release. Don't recommend it until I say so. Bye.